Bill, would you come up, please? You know, at this type of occasion, you always have a gift to give. And we have a gift. And we thought about it a long time. We said, well, you probably don't have any more space on your walls for plaques. So we thought about something that we thought you would really enjoy. In 1921, Carter G. Woodson was asked to write a book about race relations in the United States. And he wrote a manuscript, and when he had completed it, he presented it to the group that asked him to write it. And when they looked at it, they said, no, we can't print this. This is too strong. So he put it away in a cabinet somewhere. 80 years later, the director of the African American Studies Department at Howard University was going through some old files, and he found this manuscript, and they call it the lost manuscript. And Dr. Darrell Scott is the head of the department at Howard. He looked at it, and he said, we should use this, we should edit it and write it. And he did. And he completed it, and he called it the Appeal. And it's by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Only 2,000 of these books were printed. It has a leather cover. It's signed by the editor and the president of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. So we thought you would like this. So you, this one.
Yeah.
And this is a gift from the NAACP. So, wow.
This has been a very, well, it's been an excellent activity. Everything has gone so beautifully. Educators to Africa, you were at your best today. All of the people who went with us on the trip, the 6-week study course, we appreciate you. You're still here. You're still doing wonderful things. God bless you. Good afternoon and greetings. To be selected to receive the Sankofa Award is a distinct honor and humbling experience. I'm very much aware of this as I reflect on the deeds and accomplishments of those great black educators, those great black pioneers whose single-mindedness of purpose and dedication helped to establish African American history as a legitimate field of historical endeavor. Thank you, Educators to Africa, for this award and all that it symbolizes. Thank you, Dr. Robinson, and we also thank Dr. Asante for your kind and generous remarks. We appreciate them. Our pastor is not here, but I certainly want to recognize him and Dr. G. Daniel Jones, pastor of Germantown, and Dr. Merrill Junkin, who is assistant pastor, and all the members of Grace who are here. We owe a debt of gratitude to those African American historians, writers, and thinkers, including George Washington Williams, who wrote a 2-volume history of African Americans in 1882, Arthur Schomburg, Carter G. Woodson, W.E.B. Du Bois, Charles Wesley, John Hope Franklin, and John Blasingreen. They knew the importance of history as a source of enlightenment. They believed that in order to move forward, we had to reclaim our past. In the past, we would find the future and understand the present. it would become necessary to find out about the struggle in order to emancipate consciousness and reclaim humanity. Those early pioneers and those who contributed later had an insatiable desire to set the record straight. The history of African American people is not merely a biography of great men and women and a chronicling of their individual achievements. It is more than this. The central core or theme of African American history is a continuing struggle for freedom, justice, equality of opportunity, and dignity in an often hostile and oppressive society. It is essentially the story of the strivings of nameless millions who sought adjustment in a strange and hostile world. The struggles, aspirations, and achievements of a long-suffering people and the blood, sweat, and tears they shed along the way is a story of survival. It is a story of pain and sorrow, of hope, of a deep faith, of no rugs on the floor, of heroic deeds, of frustration and rage, of a song in the heart, of outstanding achievement despite the odds, of enduring love. It would be impossible to trace the journey of Black people in America in isolation from the main currents of world culture that can be likened to a great tapestry woven with black, white, yellow, and brown threads. For over 450 years, the contributions of people of African ancestry who for millenniums wove their black threads into the tapestry have been torn from cultural memory, ripped out to justify the genocide against a whole people and the ravaging of a whole continent. Those black threads in the tapestry are essential for a complete understanding of American and world history. In 1865, a bloody civil war ended. In 1896, the Supreme Court of the United States established the doctrine of separate but equal. Barack Obama's stunning victory in the Iowa primary and his emergence as the first Black president of the United States of America 113 years after the infamous decision is an historical thread linking that period of time when hope